Keep the gun in front of you. Don't let them see it from the road. Remember, we are on their side of the border. There he is, down there. Come on.
This is Stoll. Put Cutler on, it's urgent.
Cutler speaking. Where are you?
Doesn't matter, listen. I have found out something of great importance. They are bringing in a specialist for the kill. There is no other killer like him on the face of the earth.
Stoll? Stoll, answer. Answer me!
Must be the little boy in you. All the way to Berlin to see a circus.
Didn't you know about me and my secret ambition?
No.
I always wanted to be a lion tamer. You know, as a kid back in Missouri, we always knew it was spring when the circus came to town. My brother and I used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, run down to the railroad yards and help them unload. Then we'd race one another back to the fairgrounds. First one there got to water the elephant.
Mm-hmm. What was your brother's name? Tom Sawyer?
Oh, come on, Maggie. You know you like the smell of sawdust.
Only when it's scented with Magrif. Who's your friend?
Like a refugee from the Follies. They don't grow 'em much like her anymore.
Now, I know why you and your brother were so keen to get to the circus.
Oh, she's worth a couple of shots anytime.
Okay, now you've had your fun. Can we go, please?
Oh, just another 10 minutes. I understand there's a wonderful animal act in the show.
You're Michael Straight. Keep looking at the circus. Colonel Cutler would like you to come to Allied military government headquarters as quickly as possible. It's urgent. Nod your head if you understand. There's a gray sedan parked on the corner, to the right as you leave the building. You're expected.
Well, that's that. Had enough?
I thought you wanted to stay and see an animal act.
Yeah, well, that can wait.
I'm sorry to pull you away like this. I'm General Oliver. I hope you don't mind if we drop Miss McFarland at the hotel on our way.
All right with you, Maggie?
Of course, I've got a lot of typing to catch up on. Mind if I ask what this is all about?
Oh, don't concern yourself, Miss McFarland. Our people here have need of some technical assistance from Mr. Straight. Colonel Cutler said that you'd be only too glad to help when you find out what we're up against.
This is Stoll. Put Cutler on, it's urgent.
Cutler speaking. Where are you?
Doesn't matter, listen. I have found out something of great importance. They are bringing in a specialist for the kill. There is no other killer like him on the face of the earth.
Stoll? Stoll, answer. Answer me.
That was all?
That was it.
What did the civil police find?
Only his body, with 23 slugs in it.
This Stoll was one of your men?
A German national. He lived in East Berlin. He's been with us for about a year.
Why'd he risk coming himself? He must have known what his chances were.
He knew. That's why it was important.
You'd like to fill me in?
It's an old and dreary story. Nicholas Maychek, the head man of this particular People's Socialist Republic, is here in West Berlin, as large as life, to open their trade fair.
Yeah, I met him yesterday, official reception at his hotel.
Now, the others, the real opposition, have been sore at him for a long time. He hasn't been making the right party noises. He's been taking his own line, and they think it's about time he was written off. And this is their chance to kill two birds with one stone. Blow Maychek's head off, and do it while we're responsible for his security, while he's in our zone, and they can point the finger at us.
And that brings us to the specialist, huh?
Now, this is what we got from Stoll a week ago. He got it out by courier using, one of our pipelines. Now, according to Stoll, the others are doing a cat's paw job. Instead of using their own men, they're letting the AVD handle it from here. Now, the attempt on Maychek is going to take place sometime within the next 2 days. And here is the kernel of our information. The killer is coming in by air, landing at Tempelhof at 10:15 tomorrow morning.
That's definite?
Oh, yes. Flight 614 from Bucharest. Stoll was a good man.
A specialist for the kill. There's no other killer like him on the face of the earth. Sounds pretty frightening.
Now, Stoll couldn't identify the killer. He was going to do that tonight. That's what he was trying to get out to us. Now, if we don't pin this specialist down, we'll have to take care of 44 different passengers and an air crew of 5. That means running checks on them and watching them round the clock.
That's the number you expect on the plane.
Well, those are the bookings we got through from Bucharest at 5:30 this afternoon.
Just what do you want from me, Colonel?
Well, Mike, we want to photograph the arrival. Get those 44 people in close-up as they come down the steps of the plane.
I see. You can't afford to have one of your own men out in the open taking pictures as they come by. Is that it?
That's it. The last thing we want to do is to alert that particular one of them. Now, when it comes to photography, you're the professional, so how's it going to be done?
Their men will be at the airport, too, no doubt.
Oh, yes. Yes, they'll be looking for a camera, and they'll be looking for us. So it'll have to be something fairly subtle.
Okay. If they want something subtle, that's what they're going to get. Only I'll need 3 things.
What are they?
Cooperation from the authorities at Tempelhof,
Now, the Army will take care of that.
and I'll need another man.
Well, you can have Bill Collins there. He's new in the theater. They haven't broken his cover yet.
Good. I'll also need workshop facilities overnight to put together some special equipment.
Well, there's no problem.
Fine. Then, how does this sound? Now, assuming that this is the airport apron, the plane lands.
us any of them?
I even got the hostess. Carl, let's move!
So he has arrived safely 2 hours ago.
I was at the airport myself, Ambassador, with 3 other men.
And how many others were also present? Any of our friends from the American CIA?
We are sure there was none. Certainly none that was identified in our records.
So you would say that his arrival was unobserved?
With the liquidation of their agent Stoll, for which I myself was personally responsible, they could not have known he was on the plane.
You are confident?
Completely.
Good. And you, Frau Dorfer? You are to be relied upon if necessary?
Of course, Herr Ambassador.
Now then, I wish to know the name of this specialist of yours.
That is not permitted, Ambassador.
Come now. I am in authority, am I not?
It is still not permitted. He is known only as the Croat.
The Croat? But he's said to come from behind the Ural Mountains.
He may not. Very little is known about him.
One had heard tales of this man. Is it true that he has been operated on? His larynx, his features, even his scalp?
I can't say. It is also not permitted to talk about his appearance.
His marksmanship, then. Is it permitted to discuss his marksmanship?
Ten shots fired in under 3.5 seconds at 75 meters.
With a rifle and telescopic sight, no doubt. I can do that myself.
With a small bore, high-velocity pistol.
You say a pistol?
Yes, that is so.
Then you should not miss our good friend Matrek at 10 or 15 paces.
Well, there's no trouble in identifying any of these people. This one should be number 25.
Fine. That ought to put them all in the proper order.
Yeah, all set?
Well, anytime you're ready, General.
Oh, by the way, gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Michael Straight. He's been of great assistance to us in getting these pictures for us. Oh, and Mike, these gentlemen are all involved in the security arrangements for President Maychek's visit to the trade fair tomorrow. Gentlemen?
General, in the time available, we haven't been able to scrutinize all these people completely. But since they all had to apply for visas, we have a fairly good idea who they are.
Good, then I'll leave it up to you and Mike to identify them.
Right. Okay.
Well, the first group down is Paul Bellman. He's a well-known pianist, and his wife and daughter. DuPont, Flubert, and his wife, they're all 3 tourists from Paris. This is Fred Askey. He's a civil engineer from Dayton, Ohio.
Shouldn't be any harm in him.
Now, these next 4 are all Viennese art students. That's Molnar, an architect from Prague. These 2 blondes are strippers. Shouldn't cause any astonishment. Now this fellow we hold on for a minute, right, Colonel?
Yes. Now, looking straight at us is Gustav Mandel on the books of their Bucharest embassy as a chauffeur.
Doesn't look like a chauffeur to me.
No, he's not. He's a mathematician. They use him on codes and ciphers.
Could he be their killer?
Well, that isn't likely, General. He doesn't have the training, and besides, he'd be stepping out of character.
All right. Go on.
Now, I wish to know your plans in detail. First, the time and the place.
Well, we intend to eliminate Majek tomorrow.
So soon?
There is no reason to delay. Tomorrow morning at 12:15, Majek opens the trade fair at Charlottenburg. He will be leaving the hotel between 11:30 and 11:35. His limousine will give us our timing to within half a minute. That is, when it leaves the garage 2 blocks away and arrives outside the hotel.
Majek will be heavily guarded.
We are well aware of that.
By his own bodyguard, the civil police, and the American military. They'll be covering the hotel entrance and every inch of his way to Charlottenburg.
None of which will give us any concern.
He will be surrounded by his own men and the American escort.
It is of no interest.
Then how and when do you propose to get the Croat within range?
Now, don't you worry. We'll get the Croat within range.
A Romanian priest, I can't pronounce his name. Now, after him come 3 schoolgirls, sisters back from their holidays. Ah. Now, here's the second one that we stop on.
This one's Rudolph Condor. And this guy we know plenty about. He's a secret police captain from Bucharest. A skilled interrogator, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I've seen his file.
A real unpleasant character. He does his work personally. It's recreation. One day we've got a score to settle with him.
Could he be our man?
But for one thing,
What?
it's too obvious. They know we've got a file on him back to the day he was born.
We can't take a chance.
Now, we've got him under observation, General. He'll have company till Maychek leaves Berlin. Okay, Mike.
This is Franz Werner and wife, airline executive. Marcus and Duet, 2 dress designers. Frau Grubel, returning from a visit to relatives. No, that's her 7th child, by the way. That's Eric Porter, Australian writer, and his girlfriend. Oh, yes, and this last dozen or so, there they are now. That's a cast of the play returning from a tour of the satellites.
Well, there's no need to run those. They've all been cleared.
That's it, then. Oh, incidentally, the same crew returned to London with the aircraft.
Well, any comments, gentlemen?
No, sir.
No.
Oh, well, how about you, Colonel? Your people saw these.
Well, the only 2 on our cards are Condor and the other one, Mendel. Neither one of them's going to get anywhere near Maychek.
Pretty ordinary bunch. What about that play troupe? You sure they've been checked out?
Oh, they're known to us. We okayed their visas.
Well, the AVD could have been wise to Stoll, fed him phony information.
If they had, why kill him?
Could he have made a mistake in the plane or flight number?
Oh, no, General. I won't buy that.
Why are you so sure?
Because 6 AVD beauties were down there at the airport watching for some of us, including a couple called Polikoff and Guzik.
Well, they might have changed their plans, put them on another plane.
There isn't another flight from Bucharest until Thursday. And Maychek leaves here right after the fair opens tomorrow afternoon.
Then one of these people has to be the specialist.
What were Stoll's exact words again?
There's no killer like him on the face of the earth.
No killer like him. That eliminates the women.
Yeah, and cuts our list in half, I'm happy to say.
Then I take it you'll keep working on the rest of them.
Oh, yes, very much so. The wires are going to be busy tonight.
Well, anything else I can do?
Well, not right now. You've already pulled your weight.
Yeah, Mike, we're all very grateful for your job at the airport.
Anytime.
You'll be hearing from Washington. For now, thanks again for all your trouble.
No trouble? Believe me, against such people, it's a pleasure.
Mike, can I drop you off somewhere?
Oh, thanks. Maggie's got my car downstairs. Oh, incidentally, we'll be covering the trade fair tomorrow if you need any more help. Gentlemen, goodbye.
Well, how did it go?
About as I expected.
No results, huh?
Not a thing. Maggie, I have a feeling it's a dim, dark underworld we've gotten mixed up in.
Mm-hmm. The glimpse I had yesterday was quite enough for me.
Me too.
Still, I suppose they managed to live in it.
A man by the name of Stoll didn't. All right, Heidi. Come on down. Now, look, dear, for this one, I'd like your head up about, up in here. Chin up, huh? Good. Gretchen, about 3/4. Head down, eyes down. Let me look at that. That's good. Now, Mark, the bag I want up about so. Right? The other hand under. That's it. And I want you looking at Gretchen. Gretchen, your hand over the top. Like so. Right? All right, hold it. Let's take a look at that. Heidi, your hand out a little bit. That's it. Gretchen, eyes down a little bit. All right, now hold it. All right, girls, relax a minute. How many's that, Maggie?
24.
Right. Now, look, Kurt, for this next shot, I want to do something with these lights. I want the girls facing the window so that I can get the showcases and their reflections. I'll help you. We've got to get this lobby cleared within the hour. President Maychek's coming through.
And I'm afraid that is as much as we know, President Maychek. Now, do you have any questions?
So, Colonel Cutler, you believe that an assassin has been brought to Berlin for my particular benefit,
I don't believe it. I know it.
What would you like me to do? Hold up my hands in horror? Turn pale and faint away?
Your Excellency, I don't care what you do, as long as you cooperate on your way to Charlottenburg in half an hour.
Let me tell you this. Interested parties have been trying to put an end to my career for almost as long as I can remember. I've had attention from royalists, while there were such people in my country, from reactionaries, from the Germans when we were occupied, from partisans, from rivals for power. And where are they now?
All right. Where?
Almost without exception, they failed to survive. It was very sad.
Well, be that as it may, it's my job to see that no attempt is made on you here.
I'm touched by your concern about my future.
You want diplomacy?
Only from diplomats.
Well, you know what I am, and it's not a diplomat. So let's have one thing straight. I personally don't care if you drop down dead. Neither do my superiors. What we do care about are the political repercussions if anybody gets a shot at you in our zone.
There would be embarrassment in Washington, huh?
As you're only too well aware.
Well, if the bullets do begin to fly, I shall have at least that for my consolation.
Good. I can take it that neither one of us has any illusions.
None whatever.
All right, girls. Let's take a look at it. Head up a little bit, Gretchen. All right, hold it. Fine. That does it.
Finished so soon?
Yeah, well, with Maychek coming through, I want to catch him. Might be some excitement.
Should be interesting. I've never seen a dictator before.
Have Kurt wrap up the equipment, will you?
Okay.
Kuzik to Polikov. It has just left the garage.
That's good. Move to the pickup point at once. I'll be there in 5 minutes for you. Use your own car and join me there. Polikov to Zinsky. Start them now.
Be along in a minute.
You ready? Let's go.
Is he dead?
Very.
So Stahl was right. Then where did the shot come from?
What's more to the point, who fired?
Whoever it was, Colonel, he's in here somewhere.
You caught the whole thing?
From the moment Maychek was hit.
You take charge here, Bill. Right. Can you come with me?
Of course.
Now, let's go. You and I have work to do.
So it was farewell to poor Maychek after all these years. Well done, well done.
Thank you.
You have my congratulations.
And your approval for my quickness and efficiency?
Yeah, my approval.
That is most gratifying.
The Secretariat will be most gratified also. There might even be a promotion in it.
For whom, my friend?
Well, I was in command of the operation. I'm the senior official. The promotion is mine.
You see yourself getting another medal, perhaps, huh?
Even that is not too much to expect.
To hang round your neck on a pretty colored ribbon.
It is customary.
What they will give you, my friend, is the spade.
You make a joke, huh?
No, the spade. To dig your own grave before a bullet topples you into it.
I secured the liquidation of Majek.
I secured the liquidation of Majek.
But I was in command. The credit is mine.
What you will get credit for is being the one who exposed my identity.
Huh? But all went well. You told me so.
Did I?
Yes, those were your words.
Well, all did go well, but for one thing.
What then? Tell me, I demand to know.
A photographer was present. He captured the whole scene. All those present outside the hotel are now on film.
So you also?
Naturally, I'm there also. For those who have eyes to see.
Drive faster. We must get him under cover and then we go to the embassy. At once. What more can you tell me about the photographer?
He was a friend of Cutler, of the CIA. They are going to realize soon that the shot that killed Majek was fired from inside the perambulator, pushed by a nurse. Polikov, my friend, do you still think you're going to get your medal?
It's clear as though it was posed. How do you do it under pressure?
Well, it's like anything else. It comes with practice. Anyway, they'd better be good, hadn't they?
Well, they are.
I just came off the scrambler from Washington.
Well, let's hear the worst.
There's the devil to pay.
Well, how do they read the situation, General?
Very simply. If we identify the killer and tie him in with someone else, all well and good. But if we don't, the others have a propaganda ball.
Well, let's get on with Mike's pictures.
Well, bring me up to date.
Well, number one, Majek was more or less facing the automobile when he was hit. Now, he was looking somewhere between half left and straight ahead. The bullet hit him just over the heart in a slightly upward trajectory, which means that the bullet couldn't have been fired from any great distance. So, that slug could have come from the group on the left.
Here we are.
Meaning these.
Well, let's have a look at them. Mike, what's the total time elapsed covered by these shots?
Oh, about 45 seconds.
Yeah, who's this fella?
Max Schroeder, real estate agent.
Gave him a nasty shock.
He wasn't the only one.
Where are all these people?
We're holding the men, all 9 of them.
And the women?
Names and addresses for the time being.
Who's the nursemaid?
Bill?
She's Fräulein Nina Hertz. She works for a family called Dorfer at 44 Ogartenstrasse.
You still haven't found the gun?
Mm-hmm.
There's one place it could have gone.
Into the baby carriage. Didn't think of that.
Still hardly possible.
Why is it?
Well, I numbered all those prints in the order that they were exposed. Now, if you run them in the sequence of the action, they're the next best thing to a movie film. And at no time did anyone make the slightest move to toss a gun into that baby carriage.
But the gun went somewhere. And if Stoll was right all along the line, one of your 9 men fired it.
If Stoll was right, none of them could have.
How come?
Because none of them was on that plane from Bucharest. Besides, we've checked them all, and they're all in the clear.
What were their stories?
Well, everybody heard the plop of the silencer, but no one has any idea where it came from, and no one saw a thing.
Well, what's your next move?
We don't have one.
Unless you feel like clutching at a straw.
I'll clutch at anything. Let's have it.
Now, Stoll said the specialist was a man. Among these people, why not look for a man dressed as a woman?
You know something? You're in the wrong business. Starting with who?
Well, how about Fräulein Nina, the nursemaid?
Come on, Mike, let's move. Gartenstrasse 44.
dreadful affair, Herr Colonel. Little Conrad there, who's not quite 2 years old, was horrified. And poor Nina, she was so upset when she returned.
Well, it's Fraulein Nina we're hoping to talk to, ma'am. I'd be very grateful if you sent her.
Listen, but she's not here.
Oh, where is she?
Well, I sent her off with 2 of the elder children, just to take her mind off the incident, you understand.
And how soon do you expect her back?
Maybe in 1 hour's time.
We'll have her car waiting for her.
Of course, Herr Colonel, but our poor little Nina. What can you learn from her? She saw nothing. Only the man who was killed.
I'd still like to hear about it from the Fräulein herself.
Well, you'll hear, Herr Colonel. The moment she arrives with the children. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr.
Good day, Frau Dorfer. What's so interesting about the baby carriage?
Just wanted to be sure it was the one I photographed.
Is it?
As far as I can tell. That Frau Dorfer's in the window.
So I see.
Yes, Herr Dorfer speaking. Get to Polikov at once, please. It's urgent. Polikov, listen. You must send word to Nina. You must send her here to Augartenstrasse at once. With the children of Igor Lansky, the clown.
She's faking. It's a great performance.
Yeah. I bet she's quite a looker out of that nurse's uniform. Good afternoon, Fraulein. I'm Colonel Cutler. This is Mr. Straight.
Grüß Gott, Herr Straight.
You sit down, please. Now, Fraulein, we'd like your account of the shooting at the hotel this morning.
There is nothing I can tell you, sir. I was standing with little Conrad, and then suddenly this man, covered with blood.
Did you hear the shot?
I heard something, like the pulling of a cork.
And where did it come from?
I cannot be sure. It came from behind me and to one side.
From this side?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
From one of these 3 men, possibly.
Yeah, it must have been from one of those.
But you didn't actually see anybody fire a gun.
No, I saw nothing.
All right, Fraulein, thank you. That'll be all. We'll arrange for a car to take you home.
Dankeschön, Herr Colonel. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Wiedersehen, Herr Straight.
Well, she's no female impersonator, that's for sure.
She's no nursemaid either.
How do you know?
Did you notice the back of her neck? She's been wearing stage makeup, hadn't removed it all. I've seen her somewhere. I don't know where. But she wasn't pushing a baby carriage.
Well, you must have some idea.
Give me a little time. Where'll you be around 8 o'clock tonight?
Where I always am. Right here.
So his name is Straight, and he's living at room 207 at the same hotel as President Maychek. Why wasn't he recognized this morning?
He had the camera up in front of his face, and the heat of the moment with people milling all around.
But we are certain that this is the same man.
Yes. The reports that he was taking photographs of Nina at the circus the other night.
So, he will just have to follow Maychek.
But the CIA will already have the pictures he took.
There's no reason why he should have given him the circus pictures.
So we killed Straight. The circus prints will still exist.
They're no significance to anyone else but him. Only he will be able to make the comparison. And if Nina is exposed, that means the Croat is exposed. And that's a risk I don't intend to take.
Then the sooner it's done, the better. Where and when do you want me to wait for him?
No, Guzek. Not you. Not this time. What is this for?
A little dirty linen. You know the saying. Never wash your dirty linen in public. That is why we are so secretive about it, my dear Polikov. You don't like me, do you?
That is of little importance.
I am useful.
Yeah. No one has ever denied that.
Yes, I am very useful. Perhaps you think it is vain of me to say this, but I would say I am irreplaceable. Irreplaceable, my dear friend Polikov. That is more than we can say for many people. They are expendable. Even you. Maybe we come for you one day, my dear friend Polikov.
When I look at you like that, even my blood begins to be a little cold.
I give you a little fear, huh?
No, not fear. Disgust.
You should remember, I'm a sensitive man. I would be a great loss to the Secretariat. You would be none. Go now, huh? And come back with the laundry van.
Heidi and Gretchen again.
No, I've told you, Maggie. Heidi and Gretchen are out.
Well, that only leaves those group shots you took of those girls on the Weltmusee.
Where are they?
Here.
Nope. Nope. No.
Mark, if only I knew what you were looking for.
That Nina. There's something up here in my skull. It's up there, but I just can't bring it into focus.
Well, that's all the pictures.
Every last one?
Uh-huh. Oh, except for those ones you took for fun at the circus the other night, remember?
Well, I'd like to see everything I've done.
Okay.
Ladies on horseback, clowns, seal act. That's a good picture. Lady lion tamer, and wait a minute.
What is it?
Where's that marking pencil?
Here.
Take a look at that.
Same girl.
Yeah, she was on the scene this morning. 1 minute a nursemaid, the next minute a trapeze artist. Whatever she is, I think the colonel would be very interested in her. get that, would you, Maggie?
Hotel laundry.
Oh, thank you. Would you put it down there, please? Thank you very much.
Maggie, would you look up Cutler's number again? I can't seem to get him.
Where'd you put it?
It's in my notebook, I think, on the back.
Okay. Yeah, here it is.
Thanks. This is one call that I think will interest the Colonel.
No, Mr. Straight. Not even one call.
Frau Grubel's baby. The plane from Bucharest.
So you were at the airport also?
Yes, I was at the airport also.
You take too many pictures, my friend. You don't move, huh?
So that's how it was done. You, Nina, and the baby carriage, huh?
We meet too late for you to profit by your knowledge. I'm afraid you've exposed your last roll of film.
You play your part very well.
Only one of my accomplishments.
You even cry convincingly.
There was an operation. Here, you understand? It is so necessary for me to appear young.
How long have you been around?
27 people have asked themselves the same question. After tonight, it will be 29.
You fire that gun, you'll never get out of here.
Oh, I shall get out. The same way I came in the laundry basket. Well, what is it to be? Ladies before gentlemen? Huh? A little closer to the wall, if you please, Fraulein.
Look, Colonel, I don't care in what order you do things, as long as you pick up Nina, Frau Grubel, and put the skids under the Dorfer family.
Don't worry, I will.
And while you're about it, could I borrow an orderly for about an hour?
Well, what for?
To help me pack. There's a plane leaving here at 11 p.m., and Maggie and I intend to be on it. Well, so long, Colonel. It's been very interesting, but this place is not for me.
Well, it's not for me either. But you can leave. So long.